chance to sit down. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Poor Farm Season 6? 7. All right. Living in these beautiful West Virginia hills, we know our history is important and we treasure it. I'm going to give you a brief summary and set the stage, so to speak, on the play you're about to see. In the 1930s, President Roosevelt enacted the New Deal, which included welfare reforms in attempts to bring the country out of the Great Depression. But before these reforms were effective, county farms, also known as county infirmaries or poor farms, played a major role in the care of less fortunate people. If you needed help because of poverty or illness or old age and were no longer able to care for yourself independently and you didn't have children to assist you, you could go live at the county poor farm. These farms were operated by caretakers appointed by the county courts, usually on the basis of bids.
As unemployment increased during the Great Depression, public and private agencies were swamped with rising demand for assistance. Thus, county poor farms, designed to take care of a few, became overwhelmingly crowded. At a Kanawha County poor farm, for example, nearly 300 adults and children were housed in a building constructed in the 1800s to hold merely 75 people. As Social Security became a reality, it made the institutional housing of the poor a thing of the past. So most county poor farms closed. Some did remain open, however, until the last residents died or moved out during the 1960s. Interestingly, a poor farm existed in Hacker Valley during the Great Depression. It was located along the Hodom Creek Road near the home of the late Ed Lunchford.
In 2016, our Christmas program adapted an old school play called Christmas Eve at the Poor Farm, in which Mrs. Shaw got a visit from her long-lost granddaughter. All the residents shared what little they had with her as going-away gifts. In 2017, we wrote a sequel wherein Mr. Clemens inherited a small fortune from his late uncle, and we shared some of the comical nuances that come along with an unexpected windfall. In 2018, the plot featured Mr. Clemens on the verge of getting evicted from the poor farm since he was no longer poor, and he searched for a wife to share his fortune. Several hopefuls came courting, and one left her shoe, which resulted in a Cinderella story of sorts in the 2019 play. Also that year, we showed how much fun the residents had with the installation of a new telephone and a radio. They even had their own station that aired from the poor farm, featuring advice, call-in segments, and guest appearances such as Loretta Lynn.
We canceled our Christmas program for 2 years during the COVID pandemic, but returned in 2022 with enthusiasm as the poor farm residents got word that President Roosevelt had invited royal dignitaries to visit. The residents readied themselves best they could, trying to control a bug infestation and taking manners classes,
Which was less than successful. But regardless, 2 foreign queens arrived, whether the residents were ready or not. The royals observed firsthand how America was handling poverty with successful poor farms. Last year, we showed you a glimpse of a rural poor farm life during the late summer with a visit from the local extension agent and local successful farmers. Also, the new resident, Mrs. Longaberger, joined the motley crew, and Mr. Clemens ate some of the decorative soaps by accident. Sit back and relax as the Poor Farm Saga continues for its 7th year. We hope you enjoy it.
Well, tell me about the toys that you're making for your Christmas, for your grandchildren. I know they will be so excited when they get them.
Well, my daughter said times are so hard that her kids will probably just get an orange in their stocking.
Well, in my family, we had a Christmas tradition that we hid a pickle in the Christmas tree. And the first one to find the pickle was the first one to be able to open their presents on Christmas morning.
Well, you know what Matthew 7:7 says, seek and you shall find.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you I can find it before you do.
Well, one thing I remember as a tradition is we'd make popcorn balls. You know, we grew our own corn, and we had lots of corn. We'd spring that stuff up and decorate with it. We'd feed it to our cows. We'd eat it ourselves, and not a thing went to waste. We'd even take the cobs out back to the Johnny house.
Well, who was this Johnny? Why did you want your corn cobs?
Now, Mr. Clemens, you should know better than to talk like that. Mrs. Switcher, tell us more about your company.
Well, we'd pop it in Paul's old great big old copper kettle, apple butter kettle.
Yeah.
And you know, popcorn, it goes everywhere, just all over the place. Looks like a snowstorm hit. Well, then Paul got this really genius idea of put a crisscrossing chicken war over top of that kettle. Well, it didn't pop out no more, so we could eat it all. And then we'd add some molasses. And, oh, it was really good.
That just sounds wonderful.
Oh, it was. But now you had to watch them molasses. If you got too much, it'd be sticky, and then it'd just stick everywhere. And you had to also, that corn, if it weren't popped just right, it'd be too old and too tough to do any good.
Sounds to me like you just described yourself.
Oh, I found the pickle! I found the pickle!
Here, find Why, I must have been blind not to have seen that thing.
Well, following tradition, now Mrs. Particulous gets to open up the first present. All right.
Well, while we're all making our gifts, why don't I share with you a gift I got? One of my favorite gifts. Can anybody guess what it is?
I know. That is a stick to prod lazy cows.
No!
Looks to me like is it the stick that Moses used to strike the rock to produce water and then he parted the Red Sea with it?
No! That would have been awesome if I'd had that. But no, what this is a courting stick. Yeah, it's gifted to me many years ago when I first started dating Love Bug here. Let's show them how it works, honey. Now, I don't know if you all know her family or not, but they're a yappy bunch. Talking all the time. And then her mom and dad wouldn't let us slip in the other room and talk. So we had to make noise and whisper. Y'all
just go ahead and talk and just pretend like we're not even in the room.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna
demonstrate.
What do you think?
Across the room, oh so near. I want to whisper in her sweet little ear.
What's that you said?
I think he said, across the room is one so dear. But apparently now she can't hear.
I think it's broke. Worked 40 years ago.
About everything worked 40 years ago.
Mrs. Shaw, why don't we all go around the room and we'll start with you, Mrs. Shaw, and you can tell us about the gifts you're making for your grandchildren.
I'm making a cup and ball game.
Yeah.
Grandkids will love this. Let me show you how it works. Psalms 23:5. My
Must be
grandkids
simple.
love it.
I love that.
Yes, they do.
Well, I'm making a slingshot for my grandson, but I'm having a little problem getting
I need a little work
to
there.
do anything much. He's saying,
Now, look what you done. I was making a piggy bank for my grandchild. Why, I've saved every penny I could for the last 10 years. And, why, you could say that was my inheritance you just throwed all over the floor.
apparently her cup runneth over too.
Well, Mr. Clemens, why don't you help her pick up her inheritance?
Yeah, I
Apparently he's not doing much
I
anymore.
didn't know the woman had that money.
I am making a whirligig. I think the grandkids are gonna love it. It's just a wooden button on a string, but
Well,
I think they'll enjoy it.
that looks fun. Well, I'm making a rag doll for all my grandkids. And I'm gonna put the color of their hair on it with some yarn. And then I'm gonna put a heart right on the front so that they all know how much I love them.
Well, I believe in using what you got. Sir, I got this big old tater that you're cutting. He got it out of his garden. He's got a huge tater crop. And I just put some eyes and nose on it. And I think it's kind of cute.
You know, you might be on to something there. I bet that idea would really catch on. You could market it and call it Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, like the missus said, I try to use what we got. So I went out to the building and I found these old box springs, mattress. Got these springs and I made this dog and I called him Oliver. And yet he called a spring dog. He's a spring. You don't touch him. You don't touch him. He bites you. But he's a spring.
Oh,
He's all over the place.
Well, it must be some kind of retriever since you have to go get it all the time.
Well, come in.
Greetings from Western County Commissioner's Office. We have come here today to distribute Christmas stipends to each of you residents.
What?
So make Christmas shop get a little less. Here's your one.
What's this for? Stipends.
There you go. There you go. And the main purpose for our visit today is to present one of you guys the Citizen of the Year award. They have shown exemplary kindness and leadership to those less fortunate. Mrs. Langston, will you please come forward and accept your award in our gratitude on behalf of the entire county?
Well, my, thank you, that is lovely. Oh, my,
Alright, Smaller, go in the paper.
this is the most beautiful sweater. I just feel like the cat's meow. You know, some people work a lifetime to achieve greatness, and other people have it simply thrust upon them.
Alright, we gotta get going. We gotta go over to Stephen Fisher's. We gotta present him the Agricultural Apple Award.
apple.
I wonder if they'll give Stephen Fisher a sweater like that.
Others, we gotta give him the biggest tater award. He grew a big one this year.
Well, you know, now that you got that nice stipend, that windfall from the county commission, why don't we draw names for Christmas? You can I've got each other's names in here. You can take a name out. And then Mrs. Shaw, if you could get the Sears catalog down, you can all quickly make an order because I think the mail boy will be here soon. If we could get it in the mail today, that would be just perfect in time. So,
Oh, then, Robert.
Christmas spirit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hurry up down there.
Yeah. There's more of us here than you. Keep it moving, Clemmy. Oh, I hope he didn't get my name. Clemmy knows I know he did.
Easy come, easy go.
I ain't gonna get all my money up.
Here, let me have that. We'll put our money in it.
You know, they call that the wish book.
Yeah, put it in there.
I call this the leash envelope.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Oh, there's. Okay. Oh, that looks. Hey, I can't. Your turn.
Secret now.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's see.
Anything
Get this in the
They're gonna love that.
There you go.
I may ask Ron, this is Quacksilver. We're Mr. Saul's granddaughter on the East Coast. Since y'all never have seen before, it's live safety all over the joint.
Oh, wow. I don't know what to do with this, but I will take it. And before you leave, here's our order to Chicago, Illinois from the Poor Farm. Oh, I'll have,
Good luck
see
with
what
the
I
seafood.
think.
Thank
With
you.
this. Oh,
You don't have to go cook that.
I know. Oh.
Hey, anyone else notice that mustache on that young man?
Oh, I do like the mustache on a man.
That Miss
You know, it does add to a man's importance. You might say it's debonair.
I don't know why you're using big words like that, 'cause ain't no one understand them. Besides, it's not no big deal growing a mustache. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, you know, for once in Clemmy's lifetime, he's right. We can grow a mustache anytime we wanted to.
Men can do
Yeah,
that.
and I'll bet you I can grow one bigger and faster than him.
Oh, sounds like a challenge, Clemmy.
It is.
It's on.
No, bring
And
it.
I've already got a
Bring
head
it.
start.
All right, one of you please tell me what in the world is going on here? You with the noise and you keep jumping up.
Well, the turkey call is all part of the plan. Because you see, when the turkey gobbles, the men have to go check it out. So we keep trying to call the turkey in so that men can come in.
Yeah, you see, I concocted this plan, and I thought, well, Miss Henny Penny and me are two good-looking women, and we should have somebody sitting here adoring us all the time, whispering sweet nothings in our ears.
Well, I can tell you what you're gonna get is nothing. And it won't be sweet either.
I agree with Clemmy on that.
And when they do come, 'cause they always come for the turkey call, there Miss Henny Penny and me will be awaiting.
We'll be right
We'll
there.
be awaiting to be wooed.
Well, I think you're looking for love in all the wrong places. Why don't you go to that nice church where that variety show's going on and try to find you a good man?
Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to play the guitar at that. I better get to practicing.
Hey, you think a little practice now will take care of it? You got another thing coming, mister.
Been a while since I played.
Somebody
Hello
there.
Hi. I heard someone needed help with practicing music, so.
Yeah, down that
Oh
way.
my, oh my. First of all, you only have 4 strings on this guitar. I have no idea. Okay, so let's do this. All right. Now just feel the music. Feel the music.
Oh my gosh. How do you shut up, right yourself a preacher, because it's gonna take a miracle.
I'm finding my happy place.
Well, I tell you, I'm no preacher, but I do know the word of God. Let me see your hand, Mr. Clemens.
Oh, my.
The word of God is like a hammer. Jeremiah 23:29.
Why'd you have to go through that for?
I bet he's feeling the music now. You crybaby.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Maybe we should just get rid of the guitar altogether. Do you know how to play any other instrument?
Well, I do dabble in the saxophone a little bit, but
Yeah, better to dabble than a debacle.
Okay, well, I'm out of here. My work here is done.
I think I'd rather have
See
the
you
guitar.
later.
Christmas.
Oh.
Listen, y'all.
Oh.
There we go.
We've been back there trying to figure out this seafood dinner, but it's gotten out of hand.
Oh, literally.
The crab rangoon is a no-go because the crab's just too cute.
And the shark went go-go and we can't catch him.
Yeah.
just calm down. Now let's try to get back to our happy place. Follow my lead. Why did the fish taste funny?
Well, tell us, why did the fish taste funny?
Because he was a clownfish. Why should you never go to a dance that's serving seafood?
I suppose I'll ask, why should you never go to a dance serving seafood?
Because you might pull a muscle.
First grade
Come up
humor.
with these.
Last one. Why are fish always so smart?
I am afraid to ask, but why are fish so smart?
Because they always swim around in schools.
Get that ain't like me.
Okay, well, yes, we better go see what we can come up with for dinner because this seafood is a no-go.
Hey! I got a good idea, Clemmy.
Huh?
Why don't we go out and get us a big, fat, juicy turkey for Christmas dinner? Uh-huh. Little hunting trip.
Yeah. Well, I haven't tried on my hunting clothes in a while. They might not fit anymore. But it's probably the only way we're going to get out of eating that nasty old seafood.
Yeah, we'll get. Don't you worry. We'll get it, turkey.
Hi, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hi, we live about a mile down the road there, and we just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas and bring you a treat. My name's Mrs. Maisie, and these are my boys, Thaddeus and Jeremiah.
Hey, did somebody say Jeremiah?
Mrs. Saul, put the hammer down.
Oh, don't say that to her. Don't you know her husband's a trucker?
Put the hammer down and tuck it on and go as fast as you can. But anyway, we bought you some corn on the cob. You can suck it in the cornmeal if needed.
Oh.
Hot bowl meat with cornbread. Thank you.
Thank you, Thaddeus. Give me one of them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
They're so light and airy.
Oh, delicious.
Oh. Mine's corn. Trying to break it. Yeah, I made it out of my homemade corn molasses.
Oh, my teeth are stuck in mine. Can you help me get them out, Clemmy?
Do I
I
have
need
to?
my teeth.
Do I have to touch them?
Well, I don't care how you get them out. I just need them out.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Mrs. Witcher, do you know why your teeth are like the stars?
Because they're beautiful and sparkly.
No, because they both come out at night.
Well, we're going to be going now, folks. Merry Christmas. Enjoy those popcorn balls. We're here to deliver a baby.
What?
Deliver a baby? Clearly, you can see that all of these folks are way beyond that stage of life.
Hey, I like to think instead of getting old, we get classic like cars.
Yeah. If we did get old and classic like ours, every time we sneezed or sniffled, our radiators would leak and our exhaust went back far.
Hey, listen. For one, I'm glad you're here. Because with your husband here, he has high or low blood pressure. And I need you to help him. And I need you to teach me how to help him. Because we got to get this under control.
Yeah,
I'm worried
dizzy.
about
I
it.
get dizzy a lot. I'm
just
getting
worried.
dizzy
It's a
now.
dizzy man. Give him a draw.
Getting dizzy.
Here, help him out.
I am dizzy.
Well, it's okay.
I hope you all can help me.
This is a medical blood pressure cuff
Oh,
to help check
Yeah.
on his blood
oh,
pressure.
yeah, get it on me.
Hey,
Oh.
that thing works there.
Yeah.
Right there, huh? Okay.
Oh,
Who's that? Okay.
He's a good nurse.
oh.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, thank you.
That gives me an idea. Maybe you can help Mrs. Witcher. She's had to jump ups all day.
I got just the thing for that.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
She has been making me dizzy.
Well, she
Jumping up.
This should help with the dizzy spells.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, that will.
Oh, that feels pretty good.
Maybe she.
Well, I guess we better go someone really is delivering a baby, or needs to deliver a baby.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what, Clemmy? If we gonna get us a turkey, we better get going and get it. We're burning daylight.
I'll go get
I'm trying to get my warm hunting coat on.
Yeah, pump me a couple times, honey. Okay, me and Clemmy gonna bring home the bacon.
Okay, now,
Yeah.
Going, be
Oh,
careful.
yeah, we're
careful.
we're careful. I've handled guns for years. I'm as safe as anybody else there. What about it, Clemmy? Yeah.
Yes.
Now we'll bring. Don't you all worry, now. We'll bring home the turkey. Come on, Clemmy.
Oh, my goodness. No damn.
All right.